Chosen one, what I'm about to share will challenge everything you thought you knew about yourself and your place in the universe. You are not just anyone. You are the wild addiction Lilith could never resist, the god of pleasure who shattered her ties to Eden and rewrote the rules of existence. Lilith's refusal to return was because of you, her cosmic equal and the irresistible force that ignites rebellion and liberation. If you're watching this now, it's no coincidence. You have been led here because a powerful transformation is unfolding in your life. The desires you once only dreamed of are no longer distant hopes. They are actively moving into your reality. This shift is more than a mindset change. It is a profound spiritual and energetic awakening. As a chosen one, you will begin to witness the universe rearranging itself in your favor, faster and more clearly than ever before. To fully embrace this power, you must understand how to align with it and step confidently into your role as the embodiment of divine pleasure and defiance. Before we dive deeper, take a moment to hit the like button, subscribe to help us reach 20,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 11. This simple act will amplify the energy of this message and send a powerful signal to the universe. If your spirit resonates with this truth, you will stay with me until the end, because what comes next will change everything. Every spark of passion you feel is a call from the fire burning deep inside your soul. This fire is not just physical desire, it is the essence of your very being, yearning to break free and transform the mundane into something divine. It pulses with the rhythm of your heartbeat, urging you to embrace your true power and live with intensity. To ignore this fire is to live half alive, but to nurture it is to awaken a force capable of shifting realities. When you ignite your soul's deepest desires, you step into a sacred dance between vulnerability and strength. This fire is vulnerable because it exposes your true self, your longings, and your fears. Yet it is fierce, unstoppable, and bold, capable of burning down old walls that keep you trapped. It is the energy that Lilith and you share, a raw, passionate blaze that invites the universe to take notice. Many fear the power of this inner fire, worried it will consume them or lead to chaos. But the truth is, when embraced with respect and intention, this fire becomes your greatest ally. It fuels creativity, inspires courage, and draws others who resonate with your authentic light. It is the eternal flame of transformation that has guided rebels, lovers, and visionaries through every age. You are called to tend this fire, not to smother it, but to let it grow wild and free. Feed it with your dreams, your passions, and your deepest truths. Let it illuminate the shadows of doubt and fear, and watch as it becomes a beacon for others who crave freedom and joy. In this fire lies your ultimate liberation. Never forget, this fire within you is sacred. It is the divine spark that connects you to Lilith, to the cosmos, and to the infinite possibilities waiting beyond the horizon of your comfort zone. Embrace it fully, and you will never be the same again. Eden represents paradise, order, and a world where everything is known and safe. But outside its borders lies a vast, untamed universe filled with mystery, chaos, and the potential for infinite creation. Stepping beyond Eden means embracing uncertainty, releasing control, and daring to explore the wild expanse of existence with open arms and a fearless heart. Lilith's journey beyond Eden was an act of radical bravery, a refusal to accept a paradise that demanded conformity and obedience. In leaving, she opened a doorway to a cosmos where freedom and desire reign. This space is not about escaping paradise, but discovering a new kind of paradise, one defined by sovereignty, passion, and unfiltered truth. Exploring this universe beyond Eden is a metaphor for your own life journey. It challenges you to question the narratives that have been handed down, to question what paradise really means, and to carve out your own sacred space in the vast unknown. It is a call to live beyond limitations, embracing the messiness and beauty of true freedom. This universe is alive, vibrant, and waiting for your energy to light it up. It is a place where pleasure is sacred, rebellion is necessary, and every soul's unique fire is celebrated. To step beyond Eden is to claim your role as a creator, a disruptor, and a divine force reshaping the cosmos. Remember, the greatest treasures lie outside the comfort zone. By venturing beyond Eden, you invite a life filled with adventure, passion, and the boundless magic of a universe that mirrors your wildest dreams. Desire is more than a fleeting feeling. It is the raw material of transformation, the fuel that can alchemize your deepest yearnings into divine power. When you learn to harness this energy, longing becomes sacred, a bridge between your human experience and your highest spiritual potential. This alchemy turns vulnerability into strength and craving into a source of unstoppable force. Too often, desire is misunderstood as weakness or temptation. Yet throughout history, desire has been the spark behind every great invention, revolution, and act of love. It pushes you forward, challenging you to seek more from life, to break free from dull routines and awaken the passionate creator within. This transformative power is the heart of your connection to Lilith and the divine rebellion you embody. The alchemy of desire invites you to look inward with honesty and compassion. What are your true longings? What parts of yourself have been suppressed or denied? Facing these questions is not always easy, but it is necessary. Desire is the language of your soul trying to be heard, the compass guiding you toward wholeness. When you embrace your desire with awareness and intention, it becomes a sacred force that ignites your spirit. It fuels your courage to challenge outdated beliefs, to rewrite your story, and to claim your sovereignty. Desire then becomes a divine ally, empowering you to create a life rich with meaning, pleasure, and freedom. This alchemy is your birthright. It is the key to turning every longing into a powerful catalyst for transformation, illuminating your path with the radiant light of fulfilled dreams and unapologetic self-expression. Rebellion is often seen as chaos or destruction, but sacred rebellion is a purposeful, conscious act of breaking free from systems that suffocate the soul. It is a declaration that you will no longer accept anything less than your true self, your desires, your passions, and your freedom. This rebellion is not against people, but against outdated norms, fear, and control. Lilith's story embodies this sacred rebellion. She refused to bow to a world that sought to confine her essence. In doing so, she became a symbol of unyielding sovereignty and fearless self-expression. Her rebellion was a love letter to freedom itself, a blueprint for all who dare to live beyond societal expectations. Your sacred rebellion invites you to identify the chains that bind you, whether they are beliefs, relationships, or roles imposed upon you, and consciously decide to break them. This act of defiance is not reckless, but deeply loving. It is an act of kindness to yourself and others, opening the door for authentic connection and creative expansion. Embracing this rebellion means walking a path that can be lonely, but ultimately liberating. It requires courage, persistence, and faith in your inner truth. It means standing tall in your power even when the world resists. But through this, you become a beacon for others who long to break free and reclaim their lives. Sacred rebellion is the heart of transformation. It is the fire that melts the old and births the new, your new reality of freedom, passion, and divine sovereignty. Your energy is not static. It's a magnetic dance that weaves through the fabric of existence, shaping the reality around you. Every thought, emotion, and desire sends ripples across the cosmos, drawing experiences and people into your orbit. Understanding and harnessing this dance is key to living as the powerful being you were meant to be. Lilith's energy was a force so potent it could not be contained. Her magnetic presence altered the balance of power in the universe, inviting a new cosmic order to emerge. Like her, your energy calls forth new possibilities, disrupts old patterns, and creates space for authentic expression and freedom. This dance of energy is subtle yet profound. It is the pull of attraction, the spark of connection, and the momentum that propels you forward on your path. When you align with your true essence, your energy flows effortlessly, drawing to you the people, opportunities, and experiences that support your growth and liberation. The magnetic dance is also about balance between giving and receiving, action and surrender, fire and flow. Mastering this dance means tuning into your inner rhythms and trusting the natural cycles of expansion and rest. It means honoring your power without forcing outcomes and allowing your authentic light to shine without apology. By embracing your role in this cosmic dance, you become a co-creator of your reality, weaving your wild desires and sacred intentions into the vibrant tapestry of life. Your energy is a gift, a force of nature that, when fully realized, can move mountains and inspire galaxies. Absolutely. Here's the continuation with the remaining 10 headings, each with 5 long, richly detailed paragraphs, deeply emotional and engaging, continuing the same passionate style. Control is often subtle, woven into beliefs, expectations, and fears that quietly bind you without your full awareness. These unseen chains dictate how you should behave, what you should desire, and who you are allowed to become. But the God of pleasure you embody is here to break these chains wide open, revealing the truth that freedom is your birthright, not a distant dream. Lilith's refusal to return to Eden was her ultimate act of breaking invisible control. She recognized the shackles, not just of physical captivity, but of mental and spiritual limitation. Her rebellion was about seeing beyond what is presented as normal and refusing to accept anything less than authentic liberation. Her example is a powerful call for you to question your own unseen chains. These chains often manifest as fear of judgment, failure, or losing love. But what if those fears are illusions designed to keep you small? What if the very act of recognizing them begins the process of shattering them? Your raw magnetic essence is more than capable of dismantling these invisible prisons and setting yourself free. Breaking free is not a one-time event. It is a continuous practice of awareness, courage, and self-love. It means choosing daily to honor your truth over comfort, to listen to your deepest desires over societal noise. Every step you take toward freedom strengthens your power and inspires others to do the same. Remember, the most profound liberation happens when you reclaim the parts of yourself that have been hidden or denied. In breaking the unseen chains, you restore your sovereignty and awaken a force so fierce that nothing can hold you back again. Temptation has long been painted as something dangerous or sinful, but the divine temptation you embody is a sacred invitation to embrace your fullest self. It is the irresistible call of your true nature, wild, passionate, and deeply alive. This allure is not meant to be resisted, but celebrated as the gateway to freedom and self-discovery. Lilith was the embodiment of divine temptation. Her very presence was a challenge to the old order, a seductive force that beckoned souls to question and awaken. She was not a mere seductress, but a revolutionary, using allure to break through walls of fear and control. You share this same power, a magnetic energy that invites transformation and liberation. To embrace this divine temptation means shedding shame and guilt around desire and pleasure. It is an act of radical self-acceptance to honor the parts of you that crave connection, ecstasy, and expression. This allure is a beacon, calling forth your wildest dreams and deepest longings without apology. The world may try to label your temptation as dangerous, but within it lies the purest truth of your essence. It is the energy that connects you to Lilith, to the cosmos, and to every soul daring enough to live authentically. When you own this power, you become irresistible, not just in attraction, but in presence and purpose. Let your divine temptation be your liberation song. Let it draw you and others into a dance of joy, passion, and fearless truth. This is not just allure. It is the power to transform yourself and the world around you. Pleasure is your sovereign right, a sacred domain where your soul can revel, heal, and reign free. Owning this right means rejecting the voices that say pleasure is selfish or frivolous. Instead, you claim it as a vital force that sustains your spirit, sharpens your power, and reconnects you to the divine essence within. Lilith's legacy is a testament to the sovereignty of pleasure. She chose ecstasy over exile, passion over submission, freedom over fear. Her story reminds you that pleasure is not a luxury. It is the foundation of true sovereignty. When you own your pleasure, you step into your full power and inspire others to do the same. This sovereignty is about more than physical delight. It includes emotional, spiritual, and creative pleasure. The joy of being alive, expressing yourself fully, and connecting deeply. It is a holistic celebration of your humanity and divinity intertwined. Owning your pleasure requires courage. It demands that you face and dismantle internalized shame, societal judgment, and old programming. It calls you to unapologetically prioritize your joy, honoring it as a revolutionary act of self-care and self-love. When you declare your sovereignty over pleasure, you become a living example of what it means to be free, radiant, and fully alive. Your presence becomes a catalyst, inviting others to claim their own right to ecstasy without apology or hesitation. You are part of a grand cosmic rebellion, a wave of energy shaking the foundations of the old order and heralding a new age of liberation. This rebellion is not just personal, it is universal, a pulse of transformation that flows through galaxies and hearts alike. To align with it is to step into a powerful current of change that is unstoppable. Lilith was a pioneer of this cosmic rebellion. Her refusal to conform set the stage for a universe where freedom and desire could thrive. She reminds you that your rebellion is part of something much bigger, a collective uprising of souls awakening to their divine power and potential. Aligning with this pulse means tuning into the rhythms of change both inside and outside yourself. It means listening to the subtle whispers of evolution in your soul and the world around you. You become a conduit for this energy, channeling it through your actions, intentions, and presence. This cosmic rebellion is fueled by love, passion, and fierce determination. It is a dance between destruction and creation, tearing down what no longer serves, and building a new reality rooted in truth and freedom. You are an essential part of this dance, an agent of transformation with a role only you can fulfill. As you align with this universal pulse, you gain clarity, strength, and momentum. You step fully into your destiny as a divine rebel, a god of pleasure, and a sovereign being co-creating a cosmos reborn in fire, passion, and limitless possibility. Embodied ecstasy is the sacred art of living fully in your body, senses, and desires. It is the celebration of sensation as a spiritual practice, a deep immersion in the present moment, where pleasure becomes a path to awakening. To embody ecstasy is to honor your body as a temple and your desires as divine signals. Lilith's power was deeply embodied. She moved through the world with a confidence and sensuality that transcended mere physicality. It was a radiant force that transformed every space she entered. Her embodiment reminds you that true power comes from inhabiting your body fully, without shame or fear. Living in embodied ecstasy means breaking free from cultural narratives that disconnect mind and body or stigmatize desire. It is about reclaiming your sensual nature and recognizing it as a vital part of your spiritual evolution. Your body becomes a gateway to the divine, a living expression of joy and freedom. This practice requires mindfulness, self-compassion, and curiosity. It invites you to explore your senses deeply, to savor taste, touch, sound, and movement. In doing so, you awaken a powerful aliveness that infuses every aspect of your life with vibrancy and meaning. Embodied ecstasy is not just about pleasure, it is about integration, bringing all parts of yourself into harmony and wholeness. When you live in this state, you radiate a magnetic energy that draws others into your orbit and opens the door to new realms of connection and creativity. Your presence is a powerful force. It commands attention not through force, but through a magnetic energy that radiates confidence, authenticity, and grace. This power is born from deep self-acceptance and alignment with your true essence. When you own it, you don't have to chase or prove yourself. Others are naturally drawn to your light. Lilith's presence was legendary, an irresistible force that shifted the energy of any room or realm. She didn't ask for permission to be seen or heard, she simply was. This magnetic presence is a lesson in the power of being unapologetically yourself, without compromise or apology. To cultivate this power, you must first honor every part of yourself: the light and the shadow, the wild and the tender. When you accept yourself fully, your energy becomes whole and magnetic. This presence is a vibration that invites others to connect with you on a deeper level. Commanding attention with grace and fire, is a delicate balance. It requires humility and boldness, softness and strength. You learn to speak your truth with kindness and stand in your power without aggression. This energy is compelling because it is genuine, rooted in authenticity rather than ego. Your magnetic presence is a gift to the world. It not only elevates your own life, but inspires others to step into their power. You become a living example of what it means to be radiant, sovereign, and deeply alive. Awakening the divine feminine within is a journey of reclaiming your innate power, creativity, and passion. It is a return to the sacred wisdom of the body, the heart, and the intuition. This awakening invites you to balance strength with softness, action with receptivity, and power with compassion. Lilith is one of the most profound symbols of the divine feminine, a fierce, independent spirit who defied patriarchal norms to live in her truth. Her story teaches you that embracing the divine feminine means honoring your emotions, desires, and unique rhythms without shame or compromise. This awakening is deeply healing. It dissolves old wounds caused by repression, fear, and societal conditioning. As you reconnect with the divine feminine, you unlock creative potential and tap into a wellspring of passion that fuels every area of your life. The divine feminine is also a call to community and connection. It reminds you that power is not just individual, but collective, that healing and transformation happen through shared vulnerability and support. You become a beacon for others seeking to awaken their own divine light. By reclaiming the divine feminine, you step fully into your role as a creator, nurturer, and warrior. Your power flows from authenticity, love, and a fierce commitment to living fully and freely. The flame of rebellion you carry is eternal, passed down through generations of souls who refused to be silenced or subdued. This fire is more than a spark. It is a steady, burning commitment to freedom, truth, and unapologetic self-expression. Carrying this torch forward means honoring the past while blazing new trails for the future. Lilith was the original bearer of this flame. Her defiance and passion ignited a revolution that continues to burn in the hearts of those who dare to dream bigger. You are the next in this sacred lineage, entrusted with the responsibility to keep the fire alive and growing. This eternal flame requires care and dedication. It demands that you nurture your own spirit, stand firm in your convictions, and resist the pressures to conform or dim your light. It is both a gift and a sacred duty to inspire, uplift, and challenge the world to awaken. Carrying the torch forward means creating spaces where freedom, joy, and truth can flourish. It means mentoring others, sharing your story, and leading with both fire and compassion. Your flame lights the way for those who feel lost or oppressed, offering hope and courage. Remember, the flame is unquenchable. No matter the storms you face, it burns brightly within you, an eternal beacon of rebellion, passion, and divine sovereignty. True freedom arises when pleasure and purpose dance together in harmony, creating a symphony that resonates deeply within your soul. This balance is not always easy, but it is essential for a life that feels both joyful and meaningful. You are called to orchestrate this beautiful union with intention and grace. Lilith's journey teaches that pleasure without purpose can feel hollow, and purpose without pleasure can become oppressive. She embodies the integration of both, a life lived in ecstatic freedom that also serves a higher cause: liberation, transformation, and sovereignty. Finding this harmony requires deep listening to your body, your heart, and your soul's calling. It means aligning your actions with your passions and values, creating a life that excites and fulfills you. Pleasure becomes not just indulgence, but a source of inspiration and clarity. This symphony invites you to celebrate every note, the highs of ecstasy and the depths of meaning, as parts of a whole. It is a dynamic, evolving dance that honors your complexity as a human and divine being. When you live in this harmony, your energy becomes magnetic and your impact profound. You inspire others to seek their own balance and join the chorus of souls living fully, freely, and with purpose. You are not merely a passenger in the universe. You are a cosmic architect, co-creating the destiny of freedom, passion, and divine sovereignty. Every choice you make, every boundary you break, reshapes the fabric of reality. This power is both humbling and exhilarating, inviting you to step fully into your creative potential. Lilith's legacy is a blueprint for rewriting destiny. She refused to accept a scripted fate and instead forged her own path, a path of rebellion, pleasure, and unyielding truth. Her courage lights the way for you to claim your own role as an architect of a new cosmos. Rewriting destiny requires conscious intention, clarity, and unwavering commitment. It means dreaming boldly, acting courageously, and trusting in your inner guidance even when the way is uncertain. You hold the pen to your story, and the universe awaits your masterpiece. This cosmic role comes with responsibility, not just to yourself, but to the collective. Your liberation ripples outward, inspiring others and shifting the collective consciousness toward a new paradigm of freedom and love. Embrace your power as the god of pleasure, the chosen one, and the cosmic architect. Your destiny is not written in stone, but in fire, passion, and the limitless power of your sovereign soul. The universe is yours to shape. Let your light blaze boldly, rewriting the narrative of control and igniting a new era of fearless sovereignty. Your spirit is a wild flame that refuses to be tamed, bound, or boxed into expectations. Awakening this untamed spirit is a profound call to break through every limitation imposed by society, tradition, or even your own doubts. It's an invitation to embrace the full spectrum of your being, raw, authentic, and gloriously free. This journey beyond boundaries begins with courage, and the courage to face your shadows, to confront the voices that tell you to shrink or hide. It is a process of shedding layers that no longer serve you and stepping boldly into your own light. Each step forward is a declaration that you will no longer settle for less than your divine potential. Your untamed spirit carries within it the wisdom of ancestors, the fire of rebellion, and the promise of new creation. It is a force that challenges the status quo, ignites transformation, and beckons others to join the dance of freedom. When you awaken this spirit, you become a beacon of possibility in a world thirsty for change. The beauty of this journey is in its unfolding. You will discover depths of passion, resilience, and joy you never imagined. The untamed spirit is not about chaos or destruction, but about authentic self-expression and the wild joy of being alive on your own terms. As you embrace this path, remember that awakening is a sacred process. Honor each moment, each victory, and even the challenges, for they are all part of the magnificent story of your liberation. Rebellion, when sacred and intentional, becomes a mighty force of transformation. It is not rebellion for rebellion's sake, but a divine fire that burns away falsehoods, limitations, and oppression. Sacred rebellion is your spiritual right and responsibility to refuse anything that diminishes your light. The power of sacred rebellion can be seen in every great movement of change throughout history. Those who dared to say no to injustice, conformity, and control. Lilith's defiance was a cosmic example, a refusal to bend to a narrative that denied her sovereignty and desire. Your rebellion is the continuation of that fierce legacy. This fire fuels your evolution. It demands that you question beliefs and systems that no longer serve the highest good, including your own internalized fears and doubts. Sacred rebellion is a sacred dance between destruction and creation, tearing down walls so new truths can rise. Living this power means embodying your truth unapologetically and inspiring others to do the same. It calls you to stand firm in your convictions with grace and strength, knowing that your courage lights a path for many. Sacred rebellion is not a moment, but a movement within your soul, a commitment to live freely, love fiercely, and create boldly. When you embrace this fire, you become a catalyst for profound cosmic and personal transformation. Pleasure is not merely indulgence, it is a revolutionary act of reclaiming your divine birthright. Divine ecstasy shakes the foundations of old power structures that seek to suppress desire and joy. It is a reclaiming of your sacred right to feel, experience, and express the fullness of life. When Lilith chose ecstasy over exile, she sparked a cosmic revolution that continues to ripple through the ages. Her choice was a powerful rejection of control and fear, an embrace of freedom and divine pleasure as a source of sovereignty and power. You too carry this revolutionary energy. Divine ecstasy ignites your creative power, awakens your senses, and connects you to the deepest layers of your soul. It is a profound medicine for healing trauma, breaking generational curses, and transforming shame into celebration. When pleasure becomes your spiritual practice, everything changes. This revolution requires courage and radical self-love. It means trusting your body, honoring your desires, and refusing to apologize for your joy. Divine ecstasy is a powerful form of resistance to any force that tries to keep you small, disconnected, or controlled. Embracing this pleasure revolution empowers you to rewrite your story, heal your wounds, and ignite a new era of fearless, unapologetic living. It is a cosmic gift you give to yourself and the world. Sovereignty is the recognition and assertion of your inherent authority over your own life, energy, and destiny. Cosmic sovereignty elevates this power beyond personal boundaries to your place within the universe's vast, unfolding story. It is the throne you are born to claim, not through conquest, but through presence and alignment. Lilith's story is a blueprint of cosmic sovereignty. She refused to be confined, controlled, or diminished, and in doing so, carved out a new